Everyone in the executive tower knew the safe. It stood behind smoked glass and steel, embedded into the wall of the CEO's office like a silent judge, heavy, impenetrable, rumored to be worth more than the building itself. No one knew its code. No one had ever seen it opened. And on a rain-soaked evening when the city lights blurred into streaks of gold and silver beyond the windows, Clara Whitmore, CEO, billionaire, iron-willed architect of one of the fastest-growing companies in the country, leaned back in her leather chair and smirked at the man standing across from her desk. He was still wearing his janitor's uniform, sleeves rolled up, a cleaning cloth in one hand, broad shoulders tense but posture calm. His name was Ethan Cole, a man most people never noticed, a man who worked nights, cleaned floors, fixed what others broke, and listened more than he spoke. Clara had noticed him only because he never flinched when spoken down to, never rushed, never complained, and never once asked for anything. Tonight, irritated by a board meeting gone wrong and amused by the way Ethan met her gaze without fear, she decided to entertain herself. With a light laugh, half mocking and half daring, she pointed toward the safe. "You see that," she said. "That safe has defeated the best locksmiths and security experts money can buy. If you can open it, I'll marry you." The words were meant as a joke, a power move, something to remind herself that she controlled the room, the building, and the people in it. The executives nearby chuckled awkwardly. Ethan didn't laugh. He didn't smile either. He simply looked at the safe, then back at Clara, and nodded once. "All right," he said quietly. The room fell silent. Clara raised an eyebrow, amused. "You're serious?" Ethan stepped forward, setting his cleaning cloth down carefully on the desk, as if respecting the space more than anyone else ever had. He approached the safe slowly, not touching it at first, just listening, really listening, placing his ear against the cool metal, tapping lightly with his knuckles, breathing in time with the faint clicks and echoes that others couldn't hear. Clara watched, initially entertained, then curious, then unsettled. Minutes passed. The city outside continued its endless motion, rain streaking the glass like tears that hadn't yet fallen. Finally, Ethan's hands moved with purpose. He adjusted the dial, paused, turned it back, pressed gently against the door, and with a soft, definitive click, the safe opened. The sound was small, but it shattered the room. Clara shot to her feet, her breath caught somewhere between disbelief and fear. The executives gasped. No alarms blared. No tricks revealed themselves. The safe stood open, obedient at last. Inside were not stacks of cash or gold bars or secret contracts. Inside were neatly arranged folders, old photographs, and a small, worn wooden box. Clara's face drained of color. "Close it," she whispered, but Ethan had already reached inside, not with greed, but with reverence, and lifted out the box. He opened it gently. Inside lay a faded hospital bracelet, a child's drawing of a woman holding hands with a little boy, and a letter written in a familiar handwriting, Clara's own, from years ago, when she had been someone else. Ethan turned to her, his voice steady but soft. "You never meant to lock this away forever," he said. "You just didn't know how to face it." Clara's knees weakened. Tears welled in her eyes as memories she had buried under ambition and steel came flooding back, the child she had lost, the marriage she had sacrificed, the night she decided feelings were liabilities. "How do you know?" she asked, her voice breaking in front of people who had never seen her vulnerable. Ethan met her gaze. "Because I was there," he said. "Not in the boardroom. In the hospital. I was the maintenance worker who fixed the lights the night your son was born. I heard you crying alone in the hallway after you lost him. I didn't forget." The room emptied quietly, executives retreating, instincts telling them this moment did not belong to them. Clara sank back into her chair, tears streaming freely now, no longer fighting them. "I built this company to survive," she whispered. "I didn't know how to live." Ethan placed the box gently on her desk. "You don't need another fortress," he said. You need forgiveness from yourself. For the first time in years, Clara Whitmore cried not from loss, but from release. The safe had not protected her, it had imprisoned her. And the men she had mocked had given her something no wealth ever could, a way back to her own heart. She looked up at Ethan, her voice trembling. "I don't deserve that promise I made," she said. He smiled faintly. "I wasn't here for the marriage," he replied. "I was here to open the door." The rain outside slowed. The city light steadied. And in that office, power finally changed hands, not through dominance, but through truth. If this story moved you, if you believe that sometimes the strongest locks hide the deepest pain and the quietest people carry the greatest strength, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, because every story here is crafted to remind you that humanity, hope, and redemption still exist in unexpected places. Don't miss the next story, you never know which one might unlock something inside you.